And welcome to the garden at the end of September. The month seems to have passed very quickly and autumn is definitely gathering pace. The hostas are all beginning to turn. The ones at the side of the house perhaps less so. Beginning to see signs of leaves on the ground. Still some colour in the pots. Glorious crabapple Everest. There's always plenty of green in the garden, whatever the season, as you can see. As we turn the corner, you can see these hostas are beginning to reach their end for this year. But there's still a fair amount of colour from other things. You can see on this witch hazel, the leaves are beginning to change colour. Where the tree came out, these sculptures are more obvious now, particularly now they've been cleared of ivy. And I've got a lovely new rose down here, just in front of the tree stump. Clematis heraclifolia new love, such a clear shade of blue, and the red of Bishop of Llandaff, the dahlia. So these bold borders have actually ended the season looking fairly bright and bold, which is good to hear, good to see. So move through into the working area of the garden. The dahlias are still glorious. And in front of them I've begun using the space for nursery beds for some of the smaller perennials that will go on sale next year or bulk up for our own garden. Just turned round to see the cutting beds. Again, there's some colour here still. Sunflowers. And down towards the cosmos, another dahlia. The red, the bright red, is an annual called Alanzoa. In the greenhouse, the last of the tomatoes. Through now to the blue and white borders, with the removal of 2 climbing roses. The area actually looks much tidier And the contents of the beds have had an overhaul, as has the bed against the fence, which now no longer is a bed, but a seating area, which will be full of pots next year. We move on into the rose garden. Just the odd flower in bloom, but the blush noisette roses have been moved from against the fence, replaced by these purple roses called Rhapsody in Bloom. They're a more accommodating height and will make the area seem more self-contained. Walk under the clematis colonnade. We still have clematis in bloom, that's Little Bar and Ville de Lyon. And we'll walk back down through the new path in the woodland. Just planted a new rhododendron here, an orange one. These metal hedgehogs have just been moved to this part of the woodland from where they were before. And either side of the path I've been replanting woodland plants from other parts of the garden, which desperately needs some rain actually to help them settle in. I'm going to walk down underneath the apple trees. Towards the shrub border. You can already see these other crab apples, that's golden hornet. Look really vibrant. And more witch hazels here. These ones haven't really started changing colour yet. And just look inside the coop. I've got some nerines in flower here. These magenta busy lizzies. I've walked down the side of the coop. It's the shady border. Very much dominated by some very handsome hellebores, and this grass. Can't remember without checking the label which one it is. It's very exuberant Clematis almondii, a spring flowering one, well, winter flowering one. And the miniature hostas. And finally, the shady corner with the ferns And that's it for this month. Thank you for joining me and look forward to seeing you again.